So this morning we're going for a bit of a walk. Let me turn the camera around quick. So my sister in the purple is practicing for some endurance thing. My wife next to her, my little sister, my sister's husband, that child, actually not sure who he belongs to. And Tom is my brother-in-law, and that is the house over there. And so we are walking to the mountains over there. It's actually not that far. I think the whole trip is going to be maybe 11-12 kilometers. I'm just walking there and back just to exercise a little bit. So this area is known as the moon landscape in Swakopmund. The river comes through there and runs around that mountain. There's a lot of river plots. They farm things like olives and things like that. As you can see, it's constantly overcasted here. Very often windy, very moist. And then sometimes, if you're lucky, the sun comes out. I want to do a drone shot when the sun is out so I can show you what it looks like. But this is incredible nature in this area. Absolute heaven. Just zoom in a little bit. We still have only about 3-4 kilometers out now. Still have another 3 to go. The nice thing is here, the children turned around and you can still see the house from here. Oh, that one over there. So they can walk back home. Any issues? Have a look. It's incredible. I'm gonna have to run to catch up to the party now. There they're going. Okay, so this is the end of our journey. Turning around here, you can see there's a water line that was dug there. Now the interesting thing about the desert is this could have been done 70 years ago. The desert doesn't close up the scars. If there's a machine mark or a tire track, it doesn't close up the scars. You can see on the side there's a bicycle track. People riding bicycles, they come past my parents' house. There's some water tanks here that we have no idea the purpose of. But they're busy filling up. You can hear the water falling inside. There must have been a leak here somewhere. Desert grasses. And then it goes somewhere else. Oh, the nice thing about this being so flat is that over there is my parents' house. I don't think you're gonna see it on the camera, but you can see the house from here. It's about 5 kilometers. You can walk straight back. You can't get lost, which is very nice. So today we've got the honor to be in Swakopmund with Danielle, if I pronounce the name correctly, Danielle Stern. Yes. And I'm gonna turn the camera. Marcel over there. And so we are actually in the back garden. This is Danielle here. Hello. And she's telling me that this is actually a little bit of a sad story here in the back, and then we'll go to the happy story in front. So Danielle, tell us quickly what happened here.
Okay, so when I came to live here, this was all just interlocked.
Okay.
I started in the front and then I moved to the back slowly and made a lovely raised bed down there near that door. And the square in the middle we made bigger, and we had lots of veggies growing. This was a medicine wheel with 4 entries in the wind directions.
Okay.
Which yielded amazing amount of stuff. And the granadilla in the middle, which you see now, didn't want to work in the front. We brought it to the back, and it was super happy being here. And unfortunately, I'm not going to go into detail, but the owners of the place want to put grass in, so I had to close down the back.
So they want to basically remove all of this and put grass in here.
They want to put grass.
Yeah.
We'll eat grass.
Okay, let's walk around to the happy story in front.
Yeah. Okay, that's the unhappy story.
I think all of us has got Unhappy stories when you're in your permaculture journey.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us.
So here we're getting towards the banana,
Okay.
which has been here for, we're trying to think, about 2 years. It's giving its first tiny yield over there.
So in 2 years it gave you all of this growth.
Sorry?
In 2 years it gave you all of this growth.
Yes.
Fantastic.
2.5. We're not quite sure. We're thinking about it. So there's
Sorry.
berries growing in that.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there. Oh, so you've got some corn as well.
There's some corn growing here. It also seems to like being with the
banana.
With the banana.
That's wonderful, and it actually did quite well with the pollinating, even though it's just 2 or 3 plants.
Yeah.
Which is interesting as well.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
But I learned my lesson last year. I planted them too far away.
Yeah.
So they made those lilies with, just a few
little corns,
on them. But then I was helped by my good friend Grant that they need to be put together so that because they pollinate each other.
We actually have a fear now on the farm that we're planting some of them too far apart because of those pits that we dug. So we hope that we'll have some success. But we did put 2 or 3 kernels in one hole, so that might actually make a difference there as well.
Okay.
Okay. So, and this is just a daisy, I think, eh?
Yeah, I brought in some daisies when I first came to live here. And sort of moved them around.
Very good for pollinators and things like that.
Yeah.
And then maybe just for our permaculture experts on YouTube, you said that you were advised to cut the flower of the banana.
Yes. Well, yeah.
And
there are 2 ideas about that.
Yeah.
If you look at YouTube, some say yes, it gives the bananas more energy to grow. Others say it doesn't really make any difference. But you have to let it grow from where the last bananas were at least that much.
Yeah.
And then cut it.
Okay.
So that's what we did. We let
We'll
it grow
see
about so
if
much
it-
and then cut it.
Yeah. And how did you get the soil? Because the soil here is actually quite salty normally. How did you
And the other
manage
thing
it?
here, you can't see it. You can see there's some new sweet potatoes. The banana I read loves to be with sweet potatoes, and sweet potatoes love to be with bananas. We had the most amazing yield ever this year, which the big ones, really huge ones. So we're hoping that this is going to spread itself again and help the banana.
Yeah.
And over here is the beetroot.
Interesting. Marcel, maybe tell me what's happening here. Why are you removing the leaves?
To put more energy into the beetroots than into the leaf, because more energy just flows into the leaves than into the beetroot, and the beetroot get more bigger.
So you pick the leaves so that the fruit gets
bigger.
No way. That's very interesting.
You can also eat the leaves.
Yeah. Okay. So you also do that.
Yeah.
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 Cook them and eat them like that. Okay. That's wonderful.
We also mulch. So Marcel will check through those and see what we can eat and what we can
mulch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just throw it back to them again.
Yeah.
Because it also protects the soil, which can dry out quite radically. And you asked about soil. I have invested thousands in this garden to get good compost into it. And horse manure and
to get the soil into a good condition, just to make
we actually
stuff grow.
dig out an amount. If you look across the road, you'll see around the corner there's a mound of sand. So we actually take out at least that much sand.
Do you have some worms?
Yes.
Compost worms?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you use that as well a bit.
Yeah. And but not enough of the vermi soil
to fix everything.
Yeah. And it took a while for them to get where I have them now, being quite a lot.
Yeah.
So
okay, then you have some carrots here as well, and that's raspberries. Gooseberries. Sorry, I don't know.
Gooseberries are
my berry names always gets messed up a little bit.
This is gooseberries. I had one gooseberry and now I've got hundreds.
Okay.
I do give them away though.
The plants.
Yeah. No, we haven't done anything.
Yeah, it's a very permaculture thing to do, to sort of share the abundance.
Yeah, definitely. And at the back there, that was just like put in there. It's I don't know, it's a mess, but we'll see what happens. Here we have beautiful fig trees, some more.
Fig tree is actually carrying some fruit, which is very nice.
Yeah, we've already eaten the first one.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I had somebody here last year, and he grafted onto this fig tree, and took all its energy away. We've been on a struggle to get it where it is now again.
Did you cut the graft out, the one that he placed?
Yeah. Otherwise, it would never. The graft was like,
oh, really big?
Big, huge, good, yeah. And this is what people don't know.
Yeah.
This is fennel.
Okay.
And it's edible. The bulb, it gets a huge, beautiful big bulb if you give it enough water.
Okay.
So those are still baby ones. And fennel can be used for a lot of gut issues, especially stomach aches and that sort of stuff. So I love it because I lived overseas and I learned to eat it. But Namibians don't really know about it. So,
no, I've planted some, but I just sort of discarded them because we didn't know what to do with them.
Yeah, and last year I begged the universe for seeds, so you can use it for teas, you can use it for so many things, and of course you can use this just as a herb to put in your food.
Yeah.
It's good with fish and other veggies and stuff.
It tastes a lot like licorice.
Yeah. It's similar to what's this one called? What's the other one called myself? Dill. Yeah. So anyway, look, all my plants have gone to seeds. My prayer was...
I just quickly want to zoom in on the sweet potatoes here as well. Did you get a harvest of sweet potatoes yet?
Sorry?
Or did you get a harvest of sweet potatoes?
Yeah, over there.
Yeah. Oh, when you had many more there at the banana.
Yeah. The whole patch was sweet potato.
Okay. Because I get leaves and leaves and leaves, but I don't get that fruit that much.
What we did was, what you don't usually do, but what we did was we covered it with sand again.
Oh, okay.
So we just left leaves coming out.
Yeah.
But we also covered.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And so they almost like they replant it and then they start making fruit. Yeah. I think somebody said that to me, that you have to sort of replant them.
Yeah.
Almost. Okay. And this is just a shade tree?
I don't know, it's one of these trees that grow here that's not indigenous.
Okay. Not indigenous.
Not indigenous.
Okay. Don't taste that, eh? That is...
It's not a good one.
No, that will stop your liver.
Yeah.
This is...
I've forgotten what its name is.
I'll think of the name now. But they kill sheep and goats and cattle and things like that, yeah. Okay, so this is another berry, another daisy. I'll think of the name now, but this is, it dries out your liver completely quickly.
Okay, so here we have a beautiful
mulberry.
Mulberry here in
wow, this is so nice. Wow, check all those mulberries.
It's been struggling because that one was also here.
Okay.
The wind comes through the gate. So we try to protect it in the beginning by putting plants around it instead of...
We have east weather here in Swakopmund, which is just for the YouTube people, which is a very, very strong east wind, warm wind, and that normally kills all my mother's plants.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the gates, for instance, is that sort of a weak spot for that then? Or when is it?
Well, it's also a north wind because that's north.
Okay.
So the north wind will also come in here.
Okay, that's more cold.
And that's usually in the mornings, the north wind. So we protected. It was only a little plant.
Yeah.
And it struggled for a long time. And we took that one out. And then we were thinking about taking these out, but it's still protecting it a little bit. Yeah. So it's okay.
Okay. Then, okay, let's move on.
Yeah. Then we have just a box here. That is a perennial basil.
I tasted it on the previous go around.
And it attracts loads of bees.
It almost got seeds like a lavender, some lavenders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perennial basil. It's very nice.
We need to chop it down again, but what Marcel's trying to do is do it little by little so that we keep the pollinators here
Yeah.
instead of chopping it down, because then you get big leaves.
Yeah.
Now that as it's growing bigger, the leaves get smaller. We've got another one over there.
I see.
The one side looks a little bit better.
They grow very well in our climate in the north. And there's a local plant, like a weed, you can almost say, that's got the same seed structure, and it's also very strong smelling. Thinking it might be a family of the basil.
Yeah,
and that we have
this also. I've got a lot of stuff from Grant.
Okay.
He's been my magic.
Yeah, he's sort of now the permaculture instigator in Namibia, Grant.
Well, I mean,
or in Swakopmund at least.
When I was in France, where I started, when I learned about permaculture, and I was coming out in 2016, I looked if there was a permaculture group or people here, and there was at that stage an association, and Grant was on it, and we met online and already were becoming friends online, and he's just remained like my beautiful son who helps me out when I'm help.
It's such a shame that he's not in Swakopmund at the moment.
This is the dill.
Yeah.
Also went to seed quite quickly.
What is your favorite use of dill? It's just like a herb. Or?
Yeah, dill is also very good for your gut.
Okay.
I think they must be family of each other because they have a very similar structure. Yeah. But and you use it in different foods. I'm not so good with the foods, but as far as dill and fennel, they have the same working on your gut.
Okay.
So if you constipate it also with dill, it can help.
Okay.
And I'm sure there are quite a lot of other things that I'm just not thinking about right now.
These are fiolkies. I don't know what the name is in English. Violence or something like this. You can eat the flowers as far as I know.
Yes, and the little fruities.
Oh, okay.
Not marigolds. Also something with an M.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We call them. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we call them something like fiolkies with little violets.
Yeah, there's near fiolki.
Oh, is it not?
No. This is you see them everywhere, and they climb everywhere, and because you can eat this. They're very bitter, so they're also very good for your liver.
Did you taste it, Donna?
They dry out, and then you've got seeds.
Yeah.
But if you're not quick, they just
replant themselves. Okay, and then I saw. Okay, this is.
Yeah, this one. Don't miss it.
I wanted to show you guys this, but there in front there's some more of this. This is she planted pumpkin seeds and she got these things. I want to show you the ones in front as well. Very strange indeed. I don't know. A spearmint, yeah. So that is spearmint over there, growing wonderfully. The basil again, it's quite nice, thick stems, eh?
This one's the oldest one.
That's wonderful. So this is the strange pumpkin she grew. They're about the size of my hand, a little bit smaller. Like those green squashy things. But for some reason they are yellow, which is very strange. Very cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you showed me, I missed the broad beans.
Oh, no. So, back there again.
So this is a broad bean. You can see the beans over there.
Not so well known in our country.
No, almost not known at all. It was the first time I've heard of them quite often, but it was the first time I actually saw them.
Beautiful flowers here, which then those are the beans.
Yeah.
They're very interesting flowers.
And you said the beans get about.
Well, they can get so long.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thick, and then inside is the bean that you eat. So it's not as if you like a green bean that you eat the whole thing. You have to take it out.
Take it out and eat it like that. And you've got a nice little nook here for coffee.
And
then
yeah, this one we didn't prepare as well, so it struggles.
okay,
And every time I think I'm going to give it up, and we're going to dig it out. And
the soil
start
preparation.
yeah, start all over again. But then because of the back, I can't miss it.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. We're still struggling here. We've got climbing beans. We've got ordinary beans.
Looks like some wild garlic there in the back.
Yes.
Wild garlic. That's
And
wonderful.
the spearmint just takes over.
Yeah,
You
people
know.
warn me about spearmint. They say it's quite a dangerous thing to have in your garden. It
just wants to take over.
it wants to grow everywhere.
And then that one's it's just was an old box which every time I also threatened to take it away, but then I think we put
So let me put some
soil
salad.
in here.
Salad actually doing well.
Yeah, they were tiny baby ones.
Yeah. And then you've got
lots of new seeds.
I see you repurposed a bathtub
Yeah.
over there
It
as
used
well.
to be actually out, but then
Okay.
we put it into the soil,
Okay.
into the ground, because I thought, well, at least when we're watering it myself, put holes in it and it goes into the ground, and
Okay.
maybe one day when we take it out, the ground will be
Bit
nice
different,
and fertile.
yeah. And then over here you've got a little spiral garden.
Yeah,
What's this again in the middle?
that is a rosemary.
Rosemary, yeah.
Rosemary, oregano. That is a type of chili that gets like first a black little round bollocky,
Okay.
and then they go red. But they super
Super hot.
hot. Yeah.
I've got a tendency to put things in my mouth. So the other day I was at my mother-in-law's house on the phone and she handed me a chili and I just placed it in my mouth. Almost died. I thought so. She was laughing so much at me.
Here we've got a guava,
Okay.
and we also still is not out of its struggle.
Yeah.
Still gets these sort of
Curly leaves.
browning leaves and stuff, but it's doing a lot better than it used to.
Okay.
And these trees have been here for about a year and a half, I think.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not that long yet.
No.
Yeah. And then
And then,
spackboom over here. Elephant tree.
Yeah.
Very nice vitamin C boost if you
yes, so we can
have you tasted them, Marshall?
Yes.
Very good.
So, and then I've got sage growing there, and the oregano is underneath there.
Sage and oregano.
And now what we've done, I had a huge kale, that is a kale.
Okay.
It's a red kale.
Okay.
Last year we didn't know what to do with all the kale. We had so much of it. And this year we've just been plagued with anything that's from the Brassica family, with that moldy.
Oh, yeah.
Fluffy stuff.
Yeah, stuff that you get on the brassicas. And then this is like a
This one was doing well, but yesterday we discovered that it's
full of that.
Yeah.
I've got some wood vinegar.
I've got wood vinegar.
Is it?
I use neem, and we've started wood
And then maybe
vinegar.
dish soap. Those things got a little oil on them as well. That sort of, well, it's almost as if they're washing away anything that is put on them. It washes off. So if you can just break the oil layer, so maybe just add some sunlight soap to it.
To the wood.
Vinegar now.
And
Just so you
not
break the.
neem oil.
Oh, to the neem oil as well, just so you can break the skin on the lice. On those lice.
Okay.
Is this garlic or onions?
Those are
Onions.
spring onions, yeah.
Very nice. And then a little chili plant
The chilies, yeah.
around here.
It's not really chili time. The winter time here, the chilies get really nice and big.
Listen, Danielle, thank you very much for showing us around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end this video. I see we're on 21 minutes already. But it's very, very nice.
We're getting just your last. Did you stop it? The first
Butternut.
butternut. Yeah.
Fantastic. Listen, guys, thank you so much for viewing. And thank you very much for your support. Have a wonderful day. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.